So trying to tell me leave alone?
On social media,
It's trying to tell me leave money alone.
Cedric Dorsey painted himself as a pimp
Why I'm a pimp.
with money, swagger, and influence.
SCCC 333.
But investigators say his lifestyle was built by forced sex work, as Dorsey trafficked a woman into prostitution in Seattle, Bellevue, Kent, and Las Vegas. It all came undone in 2024 when Bellevue police responded to a domestic violence call involving Dorsey and his victim.
They listened to what that victim was telling them and realized things weren't just adding up for her and what she was saying, and that she was in a very dangerous situation.
Bellevue Police Major Ellen Inman says patrol officers noticed signs of trafficking and called detectives.
When you ask them questions, they're answering repeatedly in these kind of scripted or answers that sound like they're rehearsed. When they served the search warrant on his premise, they recovered $12,000 in cash, along with those 3 firearms, one of which was stolen, and a banned firearm.
King County prosecutors hit Dorsey with charges of human trafficking, promoting prostitution, and unlawful possession of a firearm.
We see very significant violence, strangulation, beatings, assaults.
Prosecutor Brayla McGinnis tried Dorsey's case where his own social media posts were used as evidence, including this one about the 304 oath, where prostitutes promise not to cooperate with police and say they aren't victims.
One of the biggest rules of the game is not to talk to police. It is that idea of selling the dream, right? Saying, I have these nice things. If you come with me, you can have all of this, right? And when you're talking to someone who has had a very rough upbringing or a very troubled life, that's the vulnerability that they exploit.
That's the way I look at social media and the use of different ways that people advertise their criminal activity, is that if you make it available for the Bellevue Police Department in this case to access and use as part of our lawful investigation, then that's what we will do.
After being found guilty at trial this spring, Dorsey is now starting a 35-year prison sentence.
We were able to take a very dangerous criminal off the street and hold him accountable for his actions.
Now, local and state officials have been really trying to get a handle on this issue of illegal sex work. And one of the proposals supported by the King County Prosecuting Attorney's Office was a bill earlier this year in the legislature that would have increased the penalty for those who are buying sex work, the Johns in this case. But that bill did not make it out of committee this year. Reporting live in Seattle, Jeremy Harris, Como News.
So trying to tell me leave alone?
On social media.
Yeah, my nigga, you should have left pimping alone or whatever it was you said. Because you're at 35, goddamn. It don't pay to be a pimp no more, man, because when they get your ass, they gonna put you under the jail. You see what they did to Cash Out and his mama and his cousin? Man, them niggas going to they in jail forever. They ain't never coming home. They probably gonna die in there for some pimping. Prostitution. But they don't get a prostitution at a time like that. But they give it to the pimps because they don't like that they're getting that money. You know what I'm saying? Now, it is some pieces of shit out here that be forcing girls in the shit. You're not supposed to, pimping is by choice, not by force. You're not supposed to force a woman to do nothing. That woman's supposed to like you so much that that's what she want to do, because a hoe is going to be a hoe whether she with you or not. That's what she do. That's what she know. But if she like you, like what you about, like being with, she'll be motivated to go get that money for you under her own volition. You understand what I'm saying? We don't do victims. You understand what I'm saying? We don't do gorilla pimping. You feel me? You're supposed to do it with finesse. Hey, baby, you want to go? You can leave. No sweat off my sleeve. You understand what I'm saying? So I just had to put that out there real quick before people think that I'm supporting what they call trafficking, the forcing of and shit like that, and underage girls. No, we ain't with none of that. You know what I'm saying? You look at old school pimping, them women want to be there. They wanted to be there. Of course, there's some trickery going on as far as manipulation, you know. But if you're pimping real solid, get a bit some knowledge. She gonna want to put money in your wallet. You understand what I'm saying? But either way, That shit ain't worth it today.
Ain't no way. Ain't no ain't no way. Ain't no
Goddamn, 35 years. You niggas is gonna stay off social media with your shit. Y'all gonna learn, boy. Y'all gonna learn. People used to tell me, man, quit posting your gun on Instagram, man. Quit posting. I'm not a criminal. What the fuck are you talking about? My gun is legal. I'm not a criminal. What you mean? They go ahead, ain't what they gonna do? What is they gonna do? Nothing. I ain't did shit. No, you is the criminal. That's why you think like that. Try to put that criminality on me. I am a civilian. I post as many goddamn guns as I want. And can't do shit.